It's been almost 3 decades since a young Southland man walked out of his home for a business meeting and never returned. But his family and investigators have not given up hope in making sure justice is served. CBS 2's Rachel Kim has more.
Anniversaries, birthdays, holidays, there's always one person missing. And so they're always difficult. Our hearts are still sad. His life was good. There was no reason to just walk out.
Teddy Smith's baby brother, Austin J. Smith, walked out of the El Monte home he shared with his mother on March 23, 1993. And that would be the last time his family saw the 23-year-old aspiring accountant. Detective Richard Lopez from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's Cold Case Unit took over Jay's case in 2013. By that time, the missing persons investigation had turned into a homicide investigation. It started that night in 1993 when Jay, as family and friends called him, went to meet his former employer at Rosemead High School's auditorium around 8:30 p.m. The former employer was the stage crew manager at the auditorium. He told Jay that he'd let him borrow some equipment for the DJ work he did on the side to support his widowed mother. Jay's mother and girlfriend became concerned about the meeting because he had a strained relationship with his former boss. So his girlfriend drove to the auditorium.
While she was there, she noticed that Jay's little Mazda 1992 Mazda pickup truck was parked right next to the former employer's truck, which had a camper.
After a while, Jay's girlfriend knocked on the auditorium's door to check on him.
The former employer denied her entrance and actually slammed the door in her face.
She left, and when she passed by again just after 11 p.m., she noticed the two cars were still there. When Jay didn't come home, the search began. Investigators soon learned from another school employee that on the night of the meeting close to midnight, he saw Jay's former boss walking back to the auditorium, so he offered him a ride. He said when the former boss got in the car, he was disheveled and mumbling. The school employee dropped him off at the school and recalled that Jay's truck wasn't there. It was found the next night a few blocks from the high school, parked behind a dumpster.
So that's pretty damning right there. There were 3 different versions of what the employer said happened to Jay or who Jay left with. He was the last one to see Jay alive.
The former boss was now a suspect. Investigators questioned him and others to figure out a motive. Detectives found out that Jay had sent a letter to the school board telling them that his former boss was stealing funds by renting out the auditorium or equipment and pocketing the money.
The former employer had talked to several students and had explained that he knew that it was Jay who turned him in, and that he told one student that if he had a chance, he'd take Jay to an alley and beat him up.
Detectives searched Jay's truck and didn't find any evidence. They searched the auditorium and found a small amount of blood, which was accidentally discarded before Lopez took over the case. What wasn't found in the auditorium was a large barrel that students used for their theater productions.
The barrel was missing shortly after Jay went missing. Jay's body could have been moved in that barrel.
Investigators believed then and now that Jay was murdered and that his former boss was somehow involved. Jay's family believes that too.
He left the scene and was gone for 2 weeks, so he had 2 weeks to take him anywhere and dump him.
Over the years, detectives compiled a lot of evidence, boxes of interviews, documents, and photographs.
They had a suspect and a possible motive, but all of this wasn't enough for prosecutors to file criminal charges because of one important reason: Smith's body was never found. Lopez says back in 1993, prosecutors did not try no-body cases because a successful conviction would be difficult.
You'll have to answer someday to what you've done.
Until an arrest is made, Teddy and her family know that the suspect continues to live life with his family here in the Southland. We reached out to the suspect to get his side of the story, but we haven't heard back from him. Rachel Kim, CBS 2 News.
If you have any information about Austin J. Smith's case, you are asked to contact the LA County Sheriff's Department's Homicide Bureau.